secrets of God.
Careful out there.
Why not rest a moment and toss some bones with old Rose? Never know when luck will kiss your dice. Never met a fae quite like her. She doesn't have a head for gold or knows any value, but she can steal the fangs off a bar guest. Not much to disrupt the tranquility of the woods out here, though I hear a graven hand is looking for able bodies. There aren't many who know how the travelers started. Wouldn't be surprised if that knowledge was completely lost. Well, now I like to keep things simple. Only 2 dice here. We could play high roll. Whoever rolls highest wins. Of course, there's also range roll. You pick some numbers to roll within. Higher risk, but bigger reward. You mean these dice? Oh, silly Rose. I grabbed the wrong pair by mistake. The balance on these is a little off. An honest mistake. Glad you noticed. These dice are much fairer. Aye, then let's toss the dice and see what comes. Care to play again? Let me know.
What?
So quiet lately. Enjoy the shade, wanderer.
Hello there.
Ain't no worries in Star Camp. Living free in the world with no master, save the Hierophant. But we make do. Trilgaren's toothsome, eh? For a fae, I mean. Maybe I've been in the woods a bit too long. Place dedicated to the worship of Mitharu. The missionaries keep a peaceful life, but they've a few tensions boiling over there. These woods can be hard on us mortals, with the fae trickery and like. I think we've managed a well bit for ourselves, however. The travellers are the way life should be for a bloke in these lands. Don't need a war to care about, or a bed to cry in. Keep it quiet.
Hello there. Need an answer or a rumour? You've done well to come to a lay in dark. I hold on to whispers and secrets, in case they're needed. Now come, fellow traveller. Ain't much like a bit of gossip to soothe the tongue, isn't it? Keep to to the shadows.
You have come.
Need an answer or a Now come, fellow traveler. Ain't much like a bit of gossip to soothe the tongue, isn't it? Odd one, that Krilgarin. Then again, never met a sensible fae. See, the thing is, she knows the paths and secrets of these woods like, well, a fae. And I'm glad she's running things here for that. It is a quiet little bend of wood. Isn't much in the way of cities out here in Dalentarth, so we make do with what hamlets we come across. The Hierophant's eyes see for all the travelers, and the Hierophant's words speak for all the travelers. There's other rumors of late, though, that the Hierophant's eyes can't see so well, and the words aren't true any longer. We go from place to place, such as it pleases us. Do some trade and tinkering, too, if there's call for it. We're much loved by the common folk, so it's said. But love and trust are two different things. Can't stay in one place long. Keep to the shadows. Need an answer or a Now come, fellow traveler. Ain't much like a bit of gossip to soothe the tongue, isn't it? Keep to the shadows.
And so you have come back. How goes the matter of your May the road rise to meet you.
Hello there.
Yeah? What's a wanderer like you want, cutting tongues with me? She may not understand everything about us, but she watches over everyone in camp. Star Camp is lucky to have her. Life under the stars, warm nights. A man could do worse. And we're close to civilization, if we need be. We're the ones that survive everything. Stragglers and beggars. Be it war, unrest, or famine. It pays to live on your feet. Pleasant travels, Burke.
Willing to bet some coin? Have a rest, lad.
So quiet lately.
What prays before me? An eddy in the river of fate, a cacophony in the song of Amalur. Your presence is unnerving, but you have come and prayed, and honored our creeds. You wish to make yourself a traveler? Then ask me for my portents. For true trust, for true compliance, the Hierophant must have no weakness, nor fault, nor lapse. In other words, the Hierophant must be no one. The price to admit you is great. It will take 3 treasures to balance the burden. First, there is a noble Elfwig Grilrakas staying in Dyden Hill. Steal his medallion. Then, in the nearby mission, claim the pall of the dead Saint Edrix. The last are Drog's toothpicks. We have contacted their owner, Gunnar Frode, to buy the items, but you will steal them instead. It is the rather valuable bauble of an old noble family. Rather mundane, but worth much coin to us. The daggers used by the fabled Jotun Warmaster Draug, though they were not his weapons, as the name suggests. It is the burial shroud of Saint Edric. There are many collectors of relics who hunger for these artifacts, and pay dearly for them. Yes, some final warnings. Elfwig Grilrikas is a fastidious man. He will not suffer an approach, he can see. The pall of Edric lies in his tomb, which is under many eyes. Wait until none are near before you claim it. And last, Gunnerfrode is shifty. He will not have the daggers on him or near him. Be warned.
Have a seat. Aye. Back, you imbecile! These robes are woven of Canerot gossamer. You won't touch them. No Grilrikas should ever have to deal with one as base as you. Be gone! Guards! Guards!
You there! Halt! Going to make trouble, are you? You're not going anywhere.
Nice to see you, my child. I hope all is going well for you this day. I have a request. A selfish one, but if you have any spare time? I came to St. Edric's to find peace. Peace and a place to study. It's quite scenic, and nature's beauty has always helped me think better. Puts my mind at ease. A dense and magical forest, home of the traveller's camp, and a place to find lodging or goods if you have need of it. So much of the world around us is made of things we can look at, but never see. St. Edric's wants to show us a way to see those things, the meanings in them that go far deeper than their facade. From what I hear, it may be home to some of the best thieves around. I'm probably not the most worldly man, but I know enough to be on alert when I pass their camp. Well, it's Brother Padrick. He's a friend of mine. He left about a year's time ago in search of adventure. Said the monk's life was too bland for his tastes. He mentioned hearing about a treasure only found through a hidden exit from Split Rock Depths, that he might find it if he camped in Haxie for a bit. But such a long time has passed and no word from him. I'm terribly worried, and I thought you might... well, you could check up on him for me? Mitharu's blessings upon you, child. Bless you. Thank you so much. My mind is already at ease knowing you would take on this charge. If it helps, I would begin your search at Split Rock Depths. It is the only place he had mentioned by name. They are a system of caves running through Haxie, said to have a hidden exit that holds a treasure on its cliff, if it can be found, that is. He was always looking for more adventure than St. Edric's could offer him. This made him an ambitious man. When he spoke of traveling and seeing more of these lands, there was always a sparkle in his eye. The man was such a dear friend, he even asked me to go with him. I hold no such ambitions for myself. Towards Haxie and into Split Rock Depths. Begin your search for him there. Good day.
I hope your search for the truth is leading you down a righteous path. Mitharu knows there's enough chaos in the world today. 5 years in the swamps of Cluricon was enough to rid me of my lust for war. I was an impetuous youth, raised by the back of my father's right hand. But I found home here with the others. All we seek is a sliver of peace in this vast world. I know only what I've seen from this hill. The Fae are a wild race, inspired by the intimacy with the natural world. We at the mission marvel at this relationship. Occasionally Father Eter would play host to a visiting summer court Fae, but I know nothing of the meetings, except that many of the brothers frowned upon them. I'll admit that the eastern lands are beautiful in their own way. Like Dalentarth, the forests and swamps are ruled by Fae folk, but a far more sinister variety. Cluricon should be seen, but I advise that you wait until after the war passes before you pay your ship's passage. The Authority is the one true father to all humankind. It is by his grace and order that we are able to survive the trials of this world. He tests us in all that we do. Our goal, as set forth by St. Edric, is to find the order in nature, in every blade of grass and curling leaf. For these designs are the Authority's most beguiling. This mission was established 20 years ago. The gardens and fauna pens were Father Eter's idea. He marveled at Mitharu's gifts, the magic in the world around us. Farewell.
Good day to you. Welcome to St. Edric's. There is magic everywhere, child. You need only to look and you will see it. I have been training an apprentice, Brother Wolf, in these things as well. One who studies under me can learn a great deal. He and I have been working to locate new and interesting crystals that may be of use in our alchemical experiments. I expect Brother Wolf is working diligently, and when he returns, I will accompany him on another expedition down into the Mission Well. He is from the House of Ballads, also known as the Storyteller, but that is only to his own people. Few mortals know the way of the Fae, but it would do us all good to emulate their respect for nature. The members of the House of Ballads keep the great legends of its heroes alive through song. It is one of the most revered houses, established centuries back. See you later, then. Good day to you.
Welcome to St. Edric's.
blessed day, the sun, the birds, the clean air. Mitharu's works are great indeed.
Please, make the pain stop.
How are you faring in the She? The Worms have always been traders. I took to the sea early in my life. I always knew I was going to captain my own ship. But fate has its way with you at times. After Rathir, I needed to get as far away from the sea as I could. I do miss the ocean, but I've come to realize that there are other joys in life. Gunnar showed up one day begging for help. Said he was a poor miner from Titir who lost his job when his mine shut down. Not sure I believe him, though. Hired him more out of pity than anything. Not sure he can actually do anything useful. She managed to tell me her name before passing out. That and a thresh had attacked her. I tried to help her as best I could, even gave her my room to recover in. But nothing has helped. I'm afraid it's only a matter of time. The great Gokkulfar city in eastern Erethel. A great port with many a profit to be found. We must have sailed in and out of there more than any other port in the continent. But war has changed Rathir. They're not as friendly as they used to be. My younger brother, after I went to sea, he couldn't wait to join me. Our parents wouldn't let him. Said he was too young. But after they died, the sea was the only place for him to go. After the trouble in Rathir, I told him he didn't have to come with me, but he insisted that families stick together. This forest has been trying to kill me ever since we got here. If it's not boggarts springing out of the bushes, it's brownies trying to take a bite out of my arse. I tell you, I much prefer the ocean. At least the things trying to eat me there are down under the water. She was attacked by a thresh. Normally a fatal encounter in and of itself. Barely managed to make it here before passing out. That wasn't enough. She's had a rare reaction to the thresh's usually benign venom. Only thing that will save her is a rare plant found in the She. But I cannot venture out to get one. I tried, but the forest is not like the sea. I got turned around so many times it felt like the trees were dancing around me. It's just too far into the She. I could not make it. will? Well, if you manage to bring me one, I'll reward you with what I can. I've heard that seerstalk grow near flowing, misting water, so you might try following the river north. I thought I heard the roar of waterfalls when I once wandered up there, but I didn't go far enough to find out. The she, you know? I haven't seen one myself, but I've heard they're dangerous things. Demented trees with branches sharp as razors. Normally they're surrounded by boggarts, so if you see any of those, keep your eyes open. The thresh may not be far behind. Seerstalk are supposed to grow near flowing, misting water. Follow the river to the northern Shee. I'm sure I've heard waterfalls in the distance. Another time, then.
Welcome to our haven in the Shee. I am Citric Vorm. My brother Arhaus and I give assistance to any wayfarer that may need it. You look a lot more hearty than the sort we typically get here. You might be able to help me. We lost our parents when I was young, and since then, he's always looked out for me. When he went to sea, I followed him. When he settled here, I did the same. My brother hired him, although I don't know why. Whenever there's work to do, Gunnar seems to disappear. My brother hired him. Whenever there's work to do, Gunnar seems to... Our house found her outside one morning, barely alive, mumbling incoherently. From her ravings, our house figured that she'd been attacked by a thresh. Nasty creatures, those. Amazing that she made it so far after being so grievously wounded. We do allow strangers to stay here from time to time, though for a small fee. Would you like to rent a room? Let me know if you change your mind. It can be pretty exhausting out there in the Shee. Me? I don't have much to tell. I followed my brother to sea after our parents died. I enjoyed being on the ship. There was a solace there, but the ports... I cared little for the crowds. I know our house misses the ocean, but I love the solitude of the forest. A dangerous place, to be sure, but I find its dark depths peaceful. The solitude a welcome change over the bustling ports of Rathir. But it's not without its lighter side. Just the other day, I saw our house go sprinting by with a brownie attached firmly to his arse. I've never laughed so hard. A thresh is a vicious fey creature, a twisted spirit of the trees. You'll find them deep within the Shee. I steer clear of them, and I suggest you do the same. But if you find yourself up against one, set it ablaze. They make a merry bonfire. We've had several visitors from Detir tell us that they were savagely ambushed by brownies. Unusual. Brownies of the Shee are not that aggressive. They mostly keep to themselves and only attack when approached. If there is indeed a group of brownies ambushing travelers, then those monsters need to be taken care of. Good. I'll see that you are rewarded for your efforts. I still have trouble believing those brownies would be so aggressive. Most unusual. It's a barren desert full of greedy miners and vicious bandits. Our house and I did our best to avoid it when we traveled here. I'd suggest you do the same. If there are indeed a group of brownies attacking people, then you must put a stop to it. Follow the trail to... Find the brownies, get rid of them. Good hunting.
Well, it's always nice to see a passerby. You're the traveler I'm waiting for, eh? Shall we get to business? The Worms know talent when they see it. I practically run this lodge for them. Oh, and while I'm thinking of it, stay away from the star camp up the road if you can. Run by the travelers. Bunch of damn thieves. Lost nearly everything while dicing to them. Our house is leasing me this shirt for 1/3 of my wages, and it's got holes in it. Don't listen when people tell you that travelers only value the freedom to do what they wish. They also value what's in your pocket and whatever else they can take from you. And that includes stripping your shirt from your back. Yes, I was recently contacted by Starcamp about selling the daggers, which I acquired at considerable risk and expense. So I think it's fair that I change the deal. I want to be paid in full up front. Then I'll notify you where the daggers can be recovered. That said, you can pay me now, and this can all be over with. I suppose you're right. I'd rather not get on the bad side of the travelers. I can part with the daggers for half of what I was originally asking. Wait, are you serious? I mean, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. I hid the daggers in the she. There's a map in my strongbox upstairs. You can unlock it with this key and claim the toothpicks. Hidden in the she. The key you bought off me unlocks my chest upstairs. In there's the map that will lead you to the daggers. Goodbye. Good day.